It doesn't matter. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We've got a new Magic the Gathering Arena Standard Best of One deck for you guys. We'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase and demonstrate all of this within the gameplay footage. Finally wrapping up with our closing thoughts, deck review, and the newly incorporated segment, Card of the Day, backed by popular demand. We'll be playing with Mardu Super Nerds today. This is the color combination of red, black, and white. It is very much a mid-range deck looking to ramp into, 5-6 land, start casting 2 really powerful cards per turn, utilizing Manaform Hellkite and Kaya the Geist Hunter here. So the Manaform is going to make token dragons, and Kaya is going to double the amount of dragons and other tokens we'll create as well. So buckle up, get ready, make sure to like the video, thumbs up down below, really helps support creators like myself. You can also subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing more content like this on your YouTube feed. Let's go. All right, Mardu Super Nerds version 3 is the name of the deck. It is a 60 card standard best of one, 3.2 average mana value. We have 12 creatures to our 24 non-creatures with a nice 24 land in the build here, right? Like I said to start the video, the core concept is Manaform Hellkite for 4 mana. It is a 4/4 with flying, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX red dragon illusion creature token with flying and haste, where X is the amount of mana to cast that spell. Exile that token at the beginning of the next end step. This as a 4-drop combined with Kaya as a 3-drop, 3 loyalty, +1, creatures you control gain Death Touch until the end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target token creature that you control, right? So, this is pretty cool. The tokens we have of the dragons go away, so those +1/+1 counters aren't super relevant. However, we have some other tokens that do stick around a little bit longer, and we're just really looking to use the +1 ability to increase the loyalty here. That's all it's about. -2, now this is the key component. Until the end of turn, if you would have more tokens, 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield or be created under your control, create double or twice the amount of those tokens instead, which is really, really cool, right? So every time we're creating a XX red dragon, we'll be creating 2 of those instead. And there's some other synergies here we'll talk about in a second. -6, exile all cards from all graveyards, then create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying for each card exiled this way. Right, so that's really nice there as well if you do eventually get there. We can also exile a graveyard and gain value from it through Tibalt, the Cosmic Imposter. -8, exile all graveyards, generate 3 red mana, in which you can cast to spend on any card that's been exiled with Tibalt, as when it enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with you may play cards exiled with Tibalt, and you may spend mana as though it were any color to cast those spells. +2, exile the top card of each player's library. -3, exile target artifact or creature, right? So there's a little bit more value there. It is a 7-drop planeswalker, so fairly expensive, but the initial 5 loyalty with the +2 taking it immediately to 7 makes it a serious threat. On the front side of this module card, we have Valky, God of Lies for 2 as a 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, the opponent will reveal their hand. For each opponent, exile a creature card, revealed this way until Valky leaves the battlefield. We can pay X to choose a creature card exiled with Valky, and pay X to match it, and it will become that card, which is really cool. Away from that, though, more token synergies. We kind of got sidetracked with Valky here because the exile of the grave kind of was reminded to us from the Geist Hunter's -6 ability, right? So both of those Planeswalker ultimate abilities are really good at gaining access to the graveyard. And I guess, Kaya's minus ability, while we're on the topic, does a similar thing. You get an emblem with at the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, graveyard, or from among cards you own in exile, right? So, this is giving us access to our graveyard, our exile pile, and our hand, which is really cool for free, which is quite nice, but it's unlikely that you get there. It is a 5 loyalty planeswalker, +1, put a ghost form counter on up to 1 target non-token creature, the Hellkite. We really want to put this +1 counter on the Hellkite. It gains when this creature dies or is put into exile, return it to its owner's hand, and create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying, right? So that will ensure that we don't lose the Hellkite to removal. We're going to retain that value. -3, exile target non-land permanent, very good for removal. And then we already talked about the -7 from Kaya here. One final Planeswalker in the build through Loath the Spider Queen. 5 mana, 4 loyalty. Whenever a creature we control dies, put a loyalty counter on Loath. Keep in mind the dragons self-exile. They do not die. Bummer. It would be broken if they didn't. -0 or +0, whichever way you want to kind of think of it here. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. Pretty cool, right? Going to continue digging through our deck for us. -3, create 2/2/1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach. Very, very good. And again, Kaya's -2 ability to create double tokens will now allow the Spider Queen to -3 to create 4 2/1 spiders with reach and haste. If you're playing Loath on top of a Hellkite, you're going to create, you know, okay, so Kaya's out, she pluses, Hellkite's out, Kaya pluses. Next turn, Kaya minuses, Loath enters play. That creates 2 5/5s from the dragon. Then Loath minuses, creating 4 2/1s from the dragon. Holy Toledos, right? That's a lot of value. And then -8, you get an emblem with whenever an opponent is dealt damage by 1 or more creatures we control. If that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they're going to lose life equal to the difference. So this, you know, is irrelevant. Just ignore it. Does not matter. Just make those spiders. More token generation within the deck to capitalize on through Burn Down the House for 5 mana. Sorcery speed, choose 1, dealing 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. A worst case scenario field wipe. However, where this card shines is creating 3 1/1 red devil creature tokens with whenever this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target and they gain haste until the end of turn. This with Kaya and the Hellkite will create 2 5/5s and it will create 6 1/1s with haste, and when they die, they will deal 1 damage to any target as well. That's an OTK lethal turn, which is absolutely silly if your opponent's not gained a bunch of life. We also have a Miria's Call to create 2 4/4 Angel Warrior creature tokens. So you'd create, you know, if Kaya was in play, 2 7/7 dragons, and then 4 4/4 angels, which is crazy. Everything else gains indestructible, which is really, really cool and quite oppressive. We have more damage triggers, which is, you know, most commonly used with the devils. Meathook Massacre, right? Whenever a creature we control dies, each opponent's going to lose 1 life. And these devils, 6 devils deal 6 damage. When they die, they deal another 12 damage. That's 18 damage if you have that in play, which is pretty goofy. The Meathook Massacre also triggers the Hellkite. So you can Meathook for 3, keep the Hellkite in play. If you play the Hellkite with the Painter, you can Meathook for 4 because the Meathook will never kill the spirit tokens. It'll just reduce their attack. We have removal through a braid, 3 damage to creature, destroy artifact, not too bad. And the Painter, you know, when it enters play, creating that treasure, whenever a treasure is spent on a creature, it will enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each treasure, which is fairly cool. And then Deadly Dispute, making more treasures, drawing us cards. The Shambling Gas, again, making treasures here, -1/-1 as well when it dies if we so choose. And the Valorous Stance, removing creatures with toughness 4 or greater or indestructible on our precious Hellkite, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, that's the deck. We do have Hive of the Eye Tyrants to control our opponent's graveyard, and then Field of the Rune to control their creature lands. Pathways, the Ridge, the Pass, the Sanctium, all here for mana consistency. No sideboard, no learn. We're playing best of 1. Really easy to get a grasp of, as the play lines are quite simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's deck tech. We will break down the build further through today's gameplay footage demonstrating all of these different synergies. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like the video just down below, and you can even subscribe, maybe leave a comment, something like this, just to help the channel out. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy, and let's get into today's gameplay footage. Opponent goes first. We don't like the land, so we mulligan. Let's keep 6. Toss the hook. I guess. I mean, doesn't matter much. Good thing we did, because we pulled another. Gas in play. Probably just pay for the Miria's Call. Deadly Dispute. Force life gain. Nice. In that case, I will take your Righteous Valkyrie from you. What? It's a landfall control deck. Never mind. The plot twist here, you guys. Crazy. Alright, so a foretold Doomscar or the Valakite, but I doubt it. Just foretell Doom for next turn. Or they're going to discard some lands, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, okay, there's the Doomscar. We'll dispute when they doom us. I would have played the artifact first. Alrighty, get some treasure tokens here. Some Hellkite action. I don't have anything we need to control in the grave. I don't want to spend all of my treasures. But I'll have to spend one regardless. We're not playing anything for 2, so it may as well come in tapped. We could straight up burn down a house with devils. Never mind, then. Right? Never mind, brah. Let's get Kaya, and then, you know, maybe 6 devils.
Innistrad's undead
0 here.
But oh, I've got the perfect tools for the job.
Has turn. Probably should have meat hooked, but we need that as a red source thing, right? Cosmos Elixir. Sure. Oh, another Doomscar. Wow. Okay. What's minus?
Ooh, never been part of an angry mob before.
Make the devils. Hit for 6. If they doom, it's another 6. Down to 9. It's not too bad. They foretell another Doomscar. Woof. -2.
I should regroup. You can't fight all anyway.
Take some more of those pesky devils. And this represents lethal if they Doomscar us. Right? Through the elixir life gain, also. They could have exile, but it's unlikely. They have a Hellkite as well? Okay, that's cool. So they're not going to Doomscar us. That's supposed to be a black source, but I don't think it matters. Kaya minus on the kite. Hit for 6. It should be good. Oral's Hellkite might be fun. Another. Oh, wow. I assume that these were Doomscars. They might be Starnheims. Or Demon Bolts, but then that's reducing the mana of it. Okay. Opponent goes first. We like the land. Right? Ooh, even more so. That turn 1 Hive is quite acceptable. Playing against Tryhard here. Literally playing in full control. Yeah, deadly, brah. Should be a fun matchup. Someone's just learning how to play. Had to read the land first. Let's sack the Ghast. Treasure. Draw 2. Treasure. Land in play. We have 5 available mana. They're just going to bounce what we do. So it's Ghast and Dispute again. Right? You bet your bottom dollar that there's a divide by 0 there. We want them to tap out. We play our Valky. And even then, you know, what value are we getting that from that when there's a divide right there? Make the treasure. Let's see if they interact with the dispute. They only have 1 blue source. They don't. Take our turn. White source out. 4, 8 available mana. It has to be counter magic. It has to be something. So I'm just going to push out Devils. We'll spend 1 of our treasures. Pull out their counter magic. Okay. I guess the question is going to be, how much do they have? That's probably all run, let's be honest. 4 cards in hand, though. Let's just keep probing. Another counter magic gone. Do we go Kaya or Valky next turn? That's where it gets weird, right? Do they tap out? Still holding up that blue source. We will take a secondary... Well, we have 2 in our hand. And we only have 1 mountain left, so... that's that. They have 3 mana up now. Let's see it. All right. Good play, good play, good play. 5 cards in hand. 4 cards in hand after the land, 6 mana. Galvanic. A Windfall, I assume? Big brain play, never seen that before. I'm just having fun. It could be something else. Oh, we're just having fun. Oh, no, it is that. You know, draw 4, create 4 treasures. Totally fair and playable. Right? That's acceptable. Valky out. More counter magic, maybe? Let's +2 for the draw skis off each player's library. Oh. Now that is interesting. We have to end that turn for sure. They have plenty of mana though, right? They're sitting on 10 available mana, so the divide only helps a little bit. I'm gonna take the damage. If that's their big goal, I'm just gonna take it. Right, it still survives. We can't, you know, divide the land. Its mana value is 0. We really get our own turn. Alright, so Valky pluses. Or Tybalt, I should say. Land in. Not from our hand. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Alkite out. All runs. Auto pay. Does it land? We make a 7/7. There's no way it lands. There's no way this all run lands. They divide it back to their own hand. There's no way they don't divide it back to their own hand. Fading Hope on the 7/7. We get it. Oh my god. Woo! That cannot feel good. They do dodge the 7/7 though. They have 5 available mana, 3 in hand that we don't see. Another Fading Hope. Holy Toledos. Land in play. Tybalt for the draw. Another divide by 0. Okay, okay. Now we're just having fun. Painter out. Alkite out. Pay with treasure. 5/5. And then we're sitting on 4 available mana. We really only need 3 of it, so... Well... We could dispute... Make a token, then divide. No attacks. Birds are chilling. Pass turn. Yeah, we have Indestructible as well, which is quite nice. There's a land. You know, we have blockers if it's an all-round. Goldspan Dragon don't mean shit. Pass turn, we can just slay it. They've double treasure mana value here, so that's probably not great, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, these attacks don't make sense. I'll just take it if I can. If they cast on it, we have Indestructible, and that's their only card we don't have revealed. Deadly Dispute on the Painter. Now, they may have interaction here, but again, that's their only card, and that's on their end step. I'll take our turn. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, Tibble just plays smart. And we just exile it, right? That way it's not being targeted. And it's like, you know, that's really good value. And then we play the Geist Hunter. Did we play their own Goldspan against them as well?
I'm not gonna let you
Right, I feel like that's
slow
just
me
like
down.
such a good option here. Because now our treasures double up. Uh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. -2 for double stuff. Double
Oh,
stuff.
give up already. You're
And then we
outnumbered.
divide Kaya back to hand. It's going to make a pair of 3/3s. Did we just beat them with their own Alrund's Epiphany? I think we did. Nice. Alright, opponent goes first. Our hand is not that great. We mulligan. Keep 6. Throw Kaya away. She's, you know, not an opening hand card. That's like a late game kind of thing. And get that Sanctum in play for turn 2 Ghast. I guess we'll play the call. Ooh. Let's actually Painter. End turn. The treasure will go on Burn Down the House, I'm assuming, against mono white. Nice. Okay. So that's not great. We were going to dispute that. Ghast out, land and tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can hit it no matter what. Holy exile. Nice. That's brutal. Here's the lands. You know, at this point, we just put the Hellkite out to stop some damage. Right? Thanks. You freaking jerk. We get a 2/2, and then our Ghast back. Nothing great. They binder our dispute. We still use it. Let's attack first. Make the treasure. Play the land. End turn. We have dispute up still. Oh yeah, you did. We'll sack the treasure, take the draw, make another treasure. You dead? I want to keep this in case they do get advantage again somehow. Let's just hit for 2, hold up. Okay, shoot, we should have just went for it. I mean, it's alright. We can still cast it. Just more expense. Uh-oh. Kaya out. Maya in studio getting some laps in. I guess we could have... Or no, it was a 2-2, wasn't it? They've seen the land. So we can just come out. Another Thalia. Okay, that does get us. Get the land. -2.
Oh, give up
Make the
already.
devils.
You're outnumbered.
Keep 2 back. Swing for 4. Down to 12. Catching up. They play a Haven 3 in hand. It is a Sun Gold with not Coven yet. They need 3 different powered creatures. They only have 2 power and 3 power. Here's the 1 power. So Coven is active. Kill the Luminarch. That kills the Fallen. And then we send 1 in top. Oh my gosh. Loaf out. Loaf out. Good game. We -2 on Kaya, -3 on Loth. We make 4 spiders. Let's go! On the draw, I like the hand. It's a little slow, but it will definitely get us there. Boros. Dragons. You guys know how much we love dragons. We could kill it with the Abrade, but we may as well just slay it with the house, right? Or the hook if we can get there. Charger. These things are all okay for us to handle. We could chump block the 2-2. Ooh. Okay. I mean... Could be worse. We can get around it. So this is going to cost 6, so we'll gain... I think we just, we get them all in one swipe. Right, I'll pay the tax. Right. And just clean up. The 4-for-1, so and we do lose that treasure ramp, but the hand still has pretty good advantage over theirs, right? Saving the Abrade, I think, is going to help us. Ooh, Mila! Card I wish I seen more. Get the Hellkite in play. Direct hit for the learn. They deal 3 damage. Grabbing a lesson from their sideboard. Happens to be reduce to exile us. Interesting. Which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. We just hook for 3. Because we make a 5/5. Right? And then the both dragons survive. They don't deal a ton of damage, but you know, it's a little bit. We will lose our Hellkite here, but we do get a 3/2 out of it. So that's fine. Oh, we draw Kaya right after. No. I want to
so many new weapons
get an Amiria's call out, right?
Just how I showed you.
Hit for
You
4.
got this.
Hold up a braid. Showdown's good. A little late, though. Ooh, there's some good cards there. Wow. There are some good cards there. Excuse me.
Oh, I've got the perfect tools for the job. Just gotta hunt one more monster. How hard could it? Don't worry. I got you.
I would still very much like to Amiria's Call. I don't want to play the Hellkite into the Doomscar without having Kaya plus it. So this should be fine, right? You know, it comes back to hand. We make the Spirit. We're doing damage. That's everything we want.
Ghosting feels weird, I know. This time, I brought backup.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's just take lethal, right? Deal a little damage to our creature is fine. It would come back. We did get the treasure for the call, but, you know, this damage is a little bit faster there by just playing the Hellkite, right? Going first with, you know, like a fairly acceptable hand here. Like, this is a black source, this is a red source, so we're all set here. We do need the second red source, but we'll have the treasure from the painter, the ghast, you know, could come together. We'll see. Technically, you know, we're into a turn 3 Hellkite, and that's fairly acceptable. Oh, the pack leader's so good, though. Luckily, this is a 5/5, so it escapes a single Blizzard Brawl. They're playing Gruul. Okay, interesting. They do have the Brawl. They kill the Painter first. Do they have a second? Are you kidding me? Wow. That's crazy. Real cool, bro. 2 Blizzard Brawls and a Werewolf Pack Leader in their opening hand. So cool of them. want to bait them into it further, right? What are those other creatures that I can kill? But I don't want to give them the draw. Right? Pack tactics. So let's just slay. No drawing cards for you. We'll take that treasure past turn. They have 4 cards in hand, so that's not great. 3 after the land. Wow, they pass right over. Whoops. I guess it doesn't matter, but... You know, that used our mana. We do have Indestructible. So they can frig off, Randy. No more Blizzard Brawls. So they deal 3 damage. And then they go in with another. And then we pull the cable on them. Here's the Ripcord. Let's grab Indestructible. Their turn. So they could have more removal. That's what you get. We lose the dragon here on their end step. Oh my gosh. BEA Beautiful. That's a good top deck.
Innistrad's undead are stubborn.
Me for
but
8.
I'm-
Let's go.
Fighting the undead is my specialty.
Nice. If we can pull an instant or sorcery, really just anything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here comes the rope.
This time, I brought backup.
We get a couple 3/3s here, which is nice, and then we power
But
one of
look
them
at
up.
you, this should be a quick job.
11 damage for lethal, baby. Let's go. Take those Blizzard Brawls back home with you. Going first, 2 land with the painter isn't that bad. I mean, what we have around it kind of sucks, but you know, mountain out, swamp, or the blight step pathway. And there's a white source. Okay, so that's getting to be a little bit better, right? If only wrapping into Kaya was good. Looking for, I guess, a dragon off the top, right? No blocks. I don't want to let them ramp without the forced sacrifice, right? You have to dispute it if you want to ramp. And they do, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Drawing 2, making 2 treasures because the ghast makes 1 as well as the dispute. So that's always great for them. We get our own dispute, which is actually, you know, right up my alley. I'm gonna leave it there, see what they do, and, you know, maybe they want to interact with it, and then we can pull a spell from their hand, rather than just taking it right away. Immediately into the Professor. So I can assume that they're going to play a Loath. And maybe we just, like, don't really do much until that point and burn down the house. Take the draw, take the treasure, go to our turn. This can snag Loath out of the grave when we kill it with burn down the house, so, you know, that's probably great. We could even burn down the house for 6 tokens next turn, maybe. We would kill our Kaya, but without a Hellkite in hand, you know what I mean?
A world of ghosts to hunt. This'll be fun.
So we just
Oh, I
play
have
the
the
Kaya,
perfect
submit
tools for the
the
job.
plus to 0. Right? There's no targets for it. Takes her to 4 loyalty. They have 5 mana out. Do we see a loaf? Yeah. Absolutely. Should have waited like we were going to.
My children drench their hands in the blood of my... We will slay our enemies.
It happens.
Go home, I'm busy.
It's another red source here. I mean, we could... The devils have haste, right? So, yeah.
Am I? We should regroup. Never been part of an angry mob before.
So this is 6 devils. We really only need 3. Let's swing in. Loaf is dead. We get a decent hit.
Is insufferable.
And turn. They attack, and then they don't blood on the snow because they only have 4 mana right now. It's not a doom scar. It could be a hook. It could be a hook. Right, and the hook's going to mitigate the damage we do to them because they're going to gain that life, right? Yeah. It happens. It's a good play line for them, for sure. So all of this damage just gets mitigated, right? Because they gain life. I mean, it's better than not, though, right? And now we take their loaf away. Hit for 3. And turn. Feel the ruin on the eye of the hive. Which is, you know, pretty easy to forecast there, right? But we got our value. We got our value. Toughness 4 or greater, not power. Kind of a bummer. Let's just hit him with the devils again, I guess. The Haven could still defend with Summoning Sickness there. So the devils just chill. Oh, man. Right, so this does nothing again. The hook is a good counter to us with the devils. Gas is pretty good since we're so low on life. Just drawing lands. Not good. We have no protection. Whatever, we should have just done this earlier.
There's no job too tough.
We should have just done this earlier. And then we could have got value from some devils. Right, whatever. I assume they have another one, right? So the hook's one of those things. Right, we lose our hand and the grave. We don't really utilize the graveyard a bunch, and Kaya can gain access to the exile pile, but, you know, I'm pretty sure she's gonna not last too long here. Well, maybe. Gives us hope.
generous?
Submit 0. Definitely don't, you know, select their creature. Right? Bounce it to their hand. Blood on the Snow on our planeswalkers. Nice. They bring back another Ghast. Dirty Dog. The Abrade can kill the Haven. They kill a Ghast, kill a Spider. Draw 2 cards. Edgar in play is really nice. Down to 9. Big top deck. Another land. Holy Toledos. 9 lands, that's fine. Good game. Yikes. Holy Toledos. Mardu Super Nerds getting the job done still today, weeks later. Of course, this deck is one of my favorites this set. You know, we've got a couple other ones like Long-Legged Larry, but that's in Alchemy, right? This isn't standard. Blood Dragon, if you've not seen that yet, is one of my favorites also. So, you know, while we wait for Kamigawa, just kind of revisiting the classic decks that I created this set slash, I guess it's 3 seasons, but you know what I mean, right? And, you know, just having fun, you know, playing in ranked. Might do some Brawl, some Historic Brawl. Let me know what your guys' favorite format in the comments below is, and, you know, maybe I'll get to it, right? Because nothing motivates me more than hearing what you guys want to watch as far as content goes, right? So, cheers. Hope you enjoyed. We do have card of the day really quick before we go. It is a Murkwater and Clearwater Pathway holographic full art. Holy Toledos. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because every set we're buying boxes of cards, doing giveaways, and also doing viewer matches one-on-one. It's a whole community day where, you know, we're just playing against one another through the direct challenge, you know, opening packs, doing giveaways and stuff like that. So that's going to be coming up as soon as my Kamigawa order arrives, which usually is a little bit after release. Let's be honest, you know, living in Canada, these things take a little longer, but don't miss out, you guys. This is something that you want to stay tuned for, and as we get closer to that date, I'll have an official date and time, so you guys are sure to get that. But for now, just stay tuned for that announcement, right? Stuff like this. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. Check out some of the other content. I've done a bunch of free-to-play standard decks, some free-to-play artisan, and then, you know, just these new competitive builds that I'm super proud of as well. So cheers, have a magical day, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, all this stuff. Check out the link tree, maybe become a Patreon, stuff like that. And, you know, just have yourselves a magical day. Bye-bye.